Hey there, my Tyler Perry Sisters fans. It's your girl Barbie J here with another one of her videos based on her 2 cents about what she thinks, should have happened or how things should have gone down or what my little 2 cents about everything. I'm want to talk about that scene with Fatima and Zach at the hospital. I thought that was one of also a powerful scene. I thought it was just as powerful as that one with her mother, when her mother apologized to Zach and her father was asking her, does she see that the relationship is something worth, working towards? And she said yes. But even though she's like, well, sometimes it just doesn't it might not work. And I was like, nah, don't go there with that. Because at the hospital, as soon as Zach, said, I love you, she said, I love you too. And that wasn't even, all of that was just like 24 hours since, she left her parents' house at that point when she showed up to the hospital. But my concern, or not concern, but the problem I had with this, that whole 24 hours before, from the time they left the parents' house to the times that Fatima got to the hospital, is why it took her so long. Why did it take her so long to get to that hospital? Why did people have to beg her to get there with him? Yes, especially deep down, she knows she still loves him. Um, yes, the last time there was an issue and the girl was there, but this time that wasn't the case, and she was well aware that that's not the case. Her relationship with Zach started, way before he knew about any babies or anything, way before, even before he had the money. They met at Chain Breakers when she almost hit him with her car. She hooked up with him and she saw something in him. And I guess she wanted to explore. And they fell for each other. Zach didn't have that money. But when Zach did get that money, the first person he thought about sharing it with was her. I think he was in that hotel room and he told her about it or whatever it was. Anyway, and the other thing he thought about is paying Karen back the money he owed her. And most men wouldn't even did that. I thought that was a positive on Zach's point position, because he wanted to do right by her. And I can respect him for that. Always want to do right by, his debts and when he owed people and whatever it is. But all these babies and all of this stuff came after they started falling for each other. And yeah, Zach and her had arguments, and he lied and said that he slept with Connie. Well, Fatima lied and said she slept with Paul and that she was going to sleep with him again. And yes, Fatima has been dealing with a lot of baby mama drama because of Zach. But then Zach has been dealing with a lot of hating problems and dramas and issues because of Fatima. And these are things he saw coming at the beginning, and he tried to get out of the relationship, but Fatima wanted him to stay. What I'm getting at is, I don't like how Tyler Perry has her character being, how he has Fatima's trust, not trusting him all of a sudden, and always accusing him. She goes behind him and verifies everything he says. She doesn't believe it for face value. And I'm like, is that a reason for her not to go to that hospital when his mother was dying? You saw the concern in her face when Connie told her. And she was like, what? His mother? Is she okay? But then she didn't do anything, waiting for a phone call. And when you care about somebody, even if you're not loving them or you upset with them, you just go right away. He haven't beaten her. I was verbally abused by my husband. I was physically abused by my husband. And yet, if his mother was in that hospital, I still would have gone. I still would have gone, but that's me. And I can only talk about that because that's the way I was raised, and do the right thing, because God's going to bless me for doing the right thing and having a good heart, not for being stubborn and not for saying, I don't want to get my feelings hurt. No, I will go there. And like Fatima did, If you want, she got to the hospital and said, if you want me to leave, I will leave. And that's all she had to do. All of this begging that it took for Connie to beg her, for Angela to keep on her and keep on her after she just left her parents' house. And they asking her, did you do everything you can do? I had a problem with it. And a lot of people was like, well, Zach did this and Zach did that. This ain't about Zach right now. This is about Fatima. I'm talking about. I'm talking about how, as a person, as an adult, you have to learn to do the right thing despite how you worried about your feelings. You do the right thing first. And then it's like, you know what? I knew I shouldn't. But see, the only issue she would have had is that Connie was there, that this ex-girlfriend was there. And the ex-girlfriend is the one that's telling you to go. So you know she's not there. You know she's not a threat. You know she's only having Zach's good intentions at hand. And then when she's like, Zach is my friend and I love him and I need you to go there. And she's like, he's like family, she said. And when Fatima said, F family, that really hurt me. That hurt me because that was uncalled for. We could go back and watch all of those scenes. Connie never swore, used any cuss words or anything at Fatima, not one time. But there's at least 3 times Fatima used them towards Connie. And that's what I'm saying about being an adult about things. They were unwarranted, all of them. One of the first one was at the hospital, maybe. But there's ways to use your words and talk to people. You gotta, Connie was the street one, even though Fatima's a thug one. Connie's a street one too. She could have cussed back, but she didn't. And that speaks volumes about her and her friendship with Zach. So, that was my 2 cents about it and how I felt. And honestly, I truly believe that if you follow your heart and show unconditional love, even to those who have hurt you, you will be blessed. And I love that scene when Fatima sat with him and hugged him and held him and said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And he was like, I'm sorry. I know you mad at me and stuff and blah, blah, blah. And he just kept on and kept on. She's like, that's okay. That's okay. But good thing she got there because she got to see her trifling friend and had to set her straight. You know what I mean? Good thing she got there because then she got to see how, even though she knows how he actually saw him at the therapy session, Jeremiah act. But she did the right thing then. And she had that good heart and she went back to that hospital and tried to talk to him. And that's the Fatima that I wanted to see. And that's the Fatima that Tyler Perry keeps moving away from. And I don't like that. I like that positive, outlook. She's the one that Zach said. She makes him feel like he could do anything. She lifts him up. He's never had a woman in his life that made him feel that way. So that's why we need to, cut him some slack because he's not used to this. He's not used to being treated this way. And he only knows one way. And it takes time to learn. And for us to be judgmental and think we know how it feels or what he should be feeling or going through, we don't. We don't because we all would handle it differently. Like I just told y'all, my husband was abusive. And mind you, this is Domestic Violence Month. I got on my purple. It's Domestic Violence Month and Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which I'm a survivor of both. I'm a survivor of both. So this is October is a very important month for me. But it just seems like I know I would have been there. And like I said, and a lot of you would not have been there. If your husband had put his hands on you or was verbally abusive to you, you wouldn't have been there at that hospital. But I know I would have. Because that's about his mother, too. And I had a relationship there. Even though she treated me bad sometimes, too. Because she wanted her son to herself. And that's what it was. You do the right thing. Because that's why you was raised to do the right thing. You're spiritual, you go to church, you do the right thing, and God will see your heart and bless you. The bottom line is, I am so glad that Fatima made it there to the hospital before Zach's mother died and was there for him and his brother. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about that scene at the hospital. And it was really touching and moving. And put it down in the comment section. If those of you who haven't subscribed to my channel, please take a moment right now, hit that subscribe button, then hit the notification bell. It'll let you know every time I upload a new video. Hit the like button, write a comment, and share, because sharing is caring. Okay, and please let the videos play through because I need that watch time. The watch time is what's important. I already have the subscribers, thanks to all of you, and I need the watch time hours so I could get remonetized. And I will see you all in the next video. I love you all and see you soon. Peace.